over names. Players over names. Players over names. Let's get it.
2013, the infamous Bars Over Name slogan was introduced to the world of the URL from the Godfather himself, Smack White. Now, coming off of multiple subpar performances that year from a lot of top-tier artists, the URL CEO started to take notice of a lot of concerns and displeasures that the consumer was having regarding the actual delivered product. Some household names that had actually reached some elite status in the game was just not delivering a finished product and a polished product, from no third rounds, terrible freestyles, antics, you name it. Everything was being covered up. Clearly it was a time for the URL to call an audible and switch up the play. Now back in 2011, the URL had comprised an idea to create a talent pool, a recruitment or something like a draft process to generate some new talent for the brand. I was able to catch up with Norbs, part owner of the URL, a while back, to get some insight on where this proven ground notion came from and what actually generated the desire to level up on this note. Let's check out part of this interview with me and Norbs.
It's Sunday, but I wanted to try to talk about the beginning, you know what I'm saying, of this whole proven ground movement, and have you kind of educate us on, you know, how this idea started and really what goes into, you know, putting these dope ass events together.
So the PGs was created, like me and Beasley always go back and forth with the ideas and Smack. We always just kind of like, all right, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And I'm a firm believer in your brand will only last if your future is gonna be consistent. And I believe in fresh blood. So while people were booking all these guys and stuff like that, and people were fighting to be like, oh my God, I gotta book Hollow and I gotta book Awkwards and these guys, I kind of fell back and said, listen, man, if we want to continue to flourish like the NBA, the NFL, and I really believe that we are going to be on that level of what we're doing, you have to generate new talent. And I remember telling Beasley, if we don't, we're going to go broke, we're going to go out of business because it's getting out of hand. These guys are asking for ridiculous amounts of money, and then now you're pigeon-toed to stale performances. Now, if there's competition coming up where these guys are making noise, then these guys gotta step up their stuff. Now, and the perfect example of that is rookies versus vets. Rookies versus vets made all those vets hungry again, and then you see them go battle each other again, and it's no hunger. So that's why you need an influx of new talent, and that's where it came from. I said, listen, we're gonna create this, and then me and Beasley sat back like, well, what are we gonna call it? And I remember when Beasley was going, he does the voiceovers, he would say there's only one place where you could prove. He said one place where you could prove whatever, and he had proven ground in it. And I said we're going to use the proving ground. That's it. It's perfect. It's in the slogan, and that's where proving grounds came from. The idea behind the proving grounds was basically we are the NBA, and everybody else is college, high school, whatever, and we were going to draft these dope MCs from only the elite from everywhere, and that's basically the motto. And that was the idea of it. So, and I love new talent, and I love seeing new guys.
Also around this time, we were introduced to the likes of John the Don, B Magic, Rosenberg Raw, Bill Collector, Clean Paper, just to name a few. Now in 2012, produced from the URL Proven Ground division, a classic that till this day may have not been matched between JC and Chilla Jones, of course. So let's get back to 2013. It seems like Smack and the URL was ready with a full arsenal in the clip for any needed adjustments due to the top tier talent not bringing that A game. Oh, now, and also in 2013, when it came to the Proving Ground, we started to see a lot of little different things as far as rooftop battles. We had the K Holla versus Vici battle back in February of 2013. Also, we saw GE versus Logic. We were introduced to Tom Montana, Snow, Super Writer, Anubis, HA Double. A lot of people we were actually introduced to at that time, even though they may have been on different platforms previously. In 2013, it looks like in November of 2013, the PGs went to a whole nother level with a card featuring Adi Boom and Mr. Wavy, Ty Law, Prez Mafia, J. Rel. Also the year we saw Ill Will catch that mean body versus Alcatraz. So 2013 was pretty crazy for the PGs. Moving right along to 2014, the up-and-coming PG division was continuing to break barriers from Steams versus Adi Boom. We had Show Off versus Briz Rawstain, and of course, the start of BET UFF. Fast forward into 2017, we had entered the Twilight Zone, it seems like. If you ask me, because the Proving Grounds, without a question, is like no other in battle rap. It went from really a recruitment process to, in a way, like a main stage field. Everybody shows out for the PGs. This is not like a talent show. People looking at this like a real straight up event. We've seen some classic battles being put on and some superstars being definitely developed out of this circuit. But y'all let me know your thoughts on who is actually the best PG in this up and coming class coming out of 2016. We got Ryder, we got Jackboy, we had Chef Trez, we got a lot of up and coming talent. Reaper Rel, we got a lot of up and coming talent. Let's check out some bars.
You dying Shirley, lazy babysitter. I'm here to put the kid to sleep early for Breeze commercial. Your wife will get the spray. Over chicken, she'll get sliced. That's Chick-fil-A. I'm up in the kids' room. If I grip the K, I'm shooting all the kids at the same time. That's picture day.
Hey, yo, Steams, they say we gotta jump niggas to dismantle foes.
Perfect example, bro.
No, the cake distracts you from the boarhead like Amber Rose.
I would have took a trip to VA and knocked you the fuck out, no hammers involved. And since you my son, we just gonna call those visitation rights. We gonna call those visitation rights. You know how when your parents divorce, but the baby 9 in my custody, don't get your family caught.
Hurry up!
I hold your kids hostage, 2 hammers. The 9 always is on them. So with the Nina, you'll get the Nick at night. Then I let the Tom join her in the morning.
Just one finger palm in the gut and she'll bust when she get the pressure. Yeah. And I give it everything that I got like consistent effort, so cut it out. Hey, so cut it out. I was young, dummy, and dub, so what the fuss about? Just bugging out. When mom said beat the streetlights home, I bust them out.
So the Proving Ground for the URL is definitely looking up. It's getting crazy. Just wanted to drop that battle rap 30 for 30 on the movement of the PGs and the Proving Ground. Salute to the URL. Shout out to Norbs, everybody over there. Y'all make sure y'all show support to the Proving Grounds and stay in tune with what they got going on. This 7 Mitchell, T7M Radio. Appreciate y'all locking into this battle rap 30 for 30.